Bam!
Listen, if you guys want a fucking custom seat, fuck with my guy. Don't do it yourself because you're trash.
Oh.
Okay? Look at this
God.
fucking seat.
Is that on mine?
It's fucking fire. Okay? It's fire.
Is that
Don't
is
play
that
yourself.
Ellen's? Oh yeah, that is Ellen's.
Hit up Crazy Jockey. Okay? He's got the fucking seats. Make it happen. You know what I'm saying? Suede, he can do other materials, I'm sure. Let's get it done. Support my guy. All right, he's trying to make it happen. Pay for his carbon wheels. Don't play yourself. You know what I'm saying? Just saying.
Yeah, I need those.
You know?
Uh-huh.
But so real quick, man, how important do you guys feel that when you do roll race events, you guys have to have
Driver's meeting.
yes.
Huge.
Like you need
Mandatory.
To do that. Yeah, it's mandatory.
Yeah.
You're trying to
And it's like
You need
still
to have
people that
everybody-
don't listen,
You
bro.
need to
It's
have
like
everybody on the same page and understanding what's going on out there.
mm-hmm.
If you're trying to host an event-
That was a good system.
What?
The for the Dino Day event that we had here.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like simple
Plain
as fuck,
efficient.
you know what I'm saying? But it's like seems like some people still just like, oh fuck this, I'm gonna go do what I want, hop
Yeah.
in a race or chase a race, and it's like,
That's not how it
dude,
works.
that's like you don't like if you're chasing a race and you're behind someone.
Well, it's dangerous because if they let out the two people in
That-
front of you and you're
Miss shift,
accelerating,
like
you
dude, I've
drive-
miss shifted
Yeah.
multiple
Drive
times.
back
I
to
miss shift and
somebody.
you're about to fuck, you're whacking it and I miss shift and all of a sudden I'm coming to a
That
There's
happened-
no time.
that
there's
happened
no
to Har-
time.
that
You're
There's
happened-
no
hitting,
time.
you're
That
hitting.
happened to Harley, bro, in Florida.
Oh, really?
Last year, yeah.
Oh shit! Was Harley the one that got hurt
Yeah,
with the
dude,
blue bike?
Shout out to Harley Martin.
Shout out to Harley.
He was racing a dude, and a dude jumped in behind them, and his bike bogged, like Joey's talking about in second, and the dude like literally rode into the back.
Hit his exhaust or something like that,
hit his
right?
exhaust and his leg, like rode into the back of him from behind him, bent the exhaust up into his leg, and like he smashed into Harley too, like yeah. So like,
That's mandatory.
don't jump in the back of a race; it's just not smart.
Yeah, no. What happened in Miami was really, really chaotic, and it was scary, bro. It was
Yeah.
my first. So that was literally like my first event was Miami, dude. Which I did more watching than I did racing. You know, I look back at
So
like I look back at that, and I'm like, I was super hot trash.
I've been
bro.
there multiple times.
All
I
the
did
way
more
to-
spectating
Oh.
than I did racing.
Oh, shout out to Sky, man. You know what I'm saying? The track ready boys at the time. I raced a lot of them, and they were fucking me up, boy. But I look back, and I'm like, damn, my positioning was trash. I was on the wrong gear and couldn't even make it a half mile.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
That's
bro.
like Phil.
Yep.
Phil Max is like out for the half mile.
Yeah,
That's
it was
how I am.
all it was all fucking terrible. But once again, it came as a learning curve. I still
Yeah.
had a great time, but I wouldn't go back this year to meet that same kind of a situation. It was just too much. You know what I'm saying? The way the cops came through, like
I feel like too many bikes is just chaotic and it's just not even worth it.
I legitimately felt like I was probably the only registered
You're
bike
wild.
over there.
Dude, there was one day we went to I forgot what the gas station out there was called that they meet at.
Route 27,
Not there. but
mobile.
Was it what's the mobile? I'm trying to remember, but Spy Chrome.
Yeah.
Anyways, dude, the gas station was completely full of bikes.
Mm-hmm.
Like you couldn't get cars in there to like fill up
It's like the
gas.
Chicago United ride
Yeah,
around here.
but
But
with
fucking
roll
roll
bikes.
race bikes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jesus.
But that's the other thing about the road racing scene. Everyone that was road racing wanted the scene to get bigger and bigger, but now everybody's complaining about Miami.
I think the thing with Miami is, bro, is that it's so many people. There's a riders meeting wouldn't even help.
No, yeah.
No.
I mean, dude,
That's how many people were
Sir
there.
does do a meeting. He does
Yeah.
he does explain everything. Like you need to look left and right before you pull out onto the highway and all that. He does tell everybody that. But I think there is so many people coming and going that
I don't know.
you're definitely not.
It was
speaking to
great.
everybody.
Something like that, like something like Miami last year, bro. Like there was no way. There was. I mean, mobile was packed.
Yeah.
That last year, and I don't know, bro. At least 50 to 100 bikes in that mobile,
I heard this year's gonna
along
be
with
bigger.
trailers.
So now hear this. There's a ride they do here stunt ride in Chicago called Lean Back Chirac. They'll have
Which is
600, 700 bikes, bro.
Jesus.
Yeah, dude.
Everything's so perfectly planned, bro.
Mhm. They have
So
cops
perfectly
set the fucking
organized, bro.
Cops block the
They have
streets
no
out for us.
problems.
Really?
Like,
Yeah.
Well,
the
that's
only,
never gonna happen for.
the only problems they have is like obviously like
I
people doing
mean,
wheelies and shit.
I wouldn't say that's never gonna happen for us because if we had a big meet here, dude, they might do that, dude.
They might.
A big meat, but the minute they see us whacking it, doing
Yeah.
fucking 150.
Yeah, but-
Well, that's not to say that they go out on the highway, right?
They go
Juan?
on the highway, bro, going 50 miles an hour.
They
doing
stop the
12
highway. They
12
block the whole
wheelies,
highway,
bro.
dude, and they're literally doing circles
That's
in
what
the
I'm
middle of the
telling
highway. Like,
They'll have 6, 7, 800 bikes, bro, together, all on the highway at the same time,
Burnouts, wheelies.
That's
roll
wild.
doing
burnouts,
reckless shit, but it's organized, bro.
And they get one truck in the front.
Yeah.
You can't pass the truck.
He
Everyone
films.
listens to that, and he films everything.
That's
Look-
pretty
look
wild.
it up on YouTube.
I am.
It's called
Chicago
Chirac
United
Lean
Riders,
Back.
yeah.
Yeah, it's called
Chirac,
Lean Back.
Lean Back and Chirac.
It's the only I don't really do because they do like Taco Tuesday every Tuesday and
Yeah.
stuff.
They do have.
I don't do the big rides. I don't like it. A lot of idiots, but I do go to Lean Back just because it's like
It's wild.
it's so sick, dude. Like,
Really?
and like people from
Is that
all
something
like
like-
all over the country come to Chicago, and they usually
Shit.
start on Monday and they go till next Monday.
Really?
Like last year,
It's a week long.
yeah, last year I woke up.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I woke up. I start work at 6 a.m. and I get on the highway with my truck. Boom, they're all right there at 6 a.m. Dude, they're all right there doing wheelies and shit, all of them. And it was raining out too. On top, of
Yeah,
it.
the cops like.
They don't
escort
stop.
them.
It's super organized. And there's a guy, he's a YouTuber, bro. His name's Brian636. He got like 1 million subscribers on YouTube, bro. Really big. He's the one that hosts it and organized it. They got it figured out, bro.
They got
So you're saying like, oh, Miami, that was at the
Shit.
mall, bro. There's 150 bikes. There was a shit show. I don't know who the host is, bro. You gotta figure it out.
Mm.
But I feel like that's the problem though, is because they're trying to host a racing meet.
Yeah, they're
Like,
trying to move all over.
I feel
spots.
like
We were bouncing
Brian
from
or
spot to
whoever
spot.
hosted, United Riders, they do it as, oh, every year we do a motorcycle ride.
Yeah.
You know.
Mm.
But
It's all
they're
about
doing-
order.
They're also doing reckless shit. It's not like they're
No,
cruising
I get
around,
it.
bro.
I get it.
You know.
Yeah.
It's
But I'm sure a lot of that has to do with who you know and perception, right?
I mean,
Like
honestly-
right?
honest-
Like
honestly, if I talk to Shrek, he'd probably let us get into
I think the
like,
biggest
road
problem,
race.
the biggest problem with the road racing shit, like hosting those big meets, is the way they're promoted. The
mm.
way they're promoted. These are all like TikTok promoters. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
The TikTok
yeah,
riders.
big.
The 17-year-olds that got a stock S1K with a swing arm on it, and they're going like this on TikTok.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. These are the guys that are promoting these events. So you're drawing all those type of guys to these events. I think that's where the problem
That's
is.
what they do, isn't it?
Yeah.
Am I
Oh.
wrong?
But you also can't complain, bro, because everybody in the road race scene wanted the scene to grow. They wanted more bikes to come out.
And I mean that does help the scene.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That does help.
I'm
Like
not disagreeing.
yeah, shout out to get your money where you get it, bro. Like I know Instagram guys, influencers that like do road race. Shout out to my man Reckless. Big following. He does his thing. You know what I'm saying? But another question here, right? As far as classes and these road race meets, right? Like, how important do you feel like an event can be had where it's just a whole bunch of bikes, mutual? If someone wants to race, y'all could just talk amongst yourselves and not have all this class
I feel
talk.
like that's how it should be because I feel like the tournaments, like, it eliminates people. Or like, I see a lot of these, a lot of tournaments now that are coming up that I've seen posted. It's like stock motor class, and then it's like, fucking all out motor class. Like, where's the in between? Like, I'm not like say I had a fucking 2 mil bike. I'm not racing a stroker bike.
Yeah.
Say I had a 3 mil. I'm not racing a stroker bike. Like, that's not fair, So it's like you either have a stock motor or you're racing with the big guys, and that's like, what's the point in entering?
I think that, listen, right, like, you can have a multitude of classes, right? But it's the road race scene, right? Like, unless you're a stock motor, let's be real, right? Like, quote unquote, what people deem stock motor nowadays, right? Because I feel like that's ending real soon.
Yeah.
Like,
It's just hard. It's
Let's
too
ju-
hard
let's-
to like find out what.
yeah,
really
yeah,
a
there's
stock
too many
motor is.
variables, bro. There's
Yeah.
too many variables, and I think it's always going to be a shit show at some point, bro. But regardless of that, right? Like, that's the biggest class. Everything else, the head cam guys, the stroke, the more expensive it gets, the less people it's gonna be.
Yeah.
right? Because you have to understand where your level is and what you can really afford in this, right? So you both full bolt on to head cam to a 3 mil whatever or stroker whatever, right? The bigger the motor, the more money you're gonna spend, the smaller the class.
Yep.
So are you wasting your time or is it really worth it, right? Because for me, right, like I would love to see boosters. The biggest of the baddest
Yeah,
boosters.
the argument there with the guys with big motors is going to be, what if I spin and you get out? And I do get beat by a head cam.
That's racing.
right. I mean,
That's
yeah, but
racing.
their motor's so big they could just reel you in. Like,
It happens. I've seen it happen.
I've seen it happen.
yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, so for me, I don't like for my events, I'm not doing classes. The reason why I'm not doing classes because I'd rather host a group chat and people want to race or at the event, chop it up, talk. You want to line it up for a couple of bucks or ahead of time? I'm gonna be there such and such time. 5-6 bands, you with it? Cool. Let's get it done.
Yep.
Like, you know what I'm saying? All the big boys that I know, it's a conversation.
That's how it was when we did it here.
All
we
it
just
is.
fucking got on the highway. That's all we don't got roads, but you get on the highway and everyone raced, and it was great, you know.
So I don't like, especially like for me, man, the stock motor thing is just after the events I've gone to, it's getting ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
And the more competitive this gets, you are never gonna know, bro.
No.
If someone's really that smart, or someone's bike's always gonna be lighter, right? Because then there's that factor, right?
Mm-hmm.
The small guys and all that. Like you join these events, you're not going by the weight of the rider. So even
but
if
that comes up because as soon as they I've seen it multiple times, like just on myself, they see me and they're like, "Oh no, I'm not racing you. I'm not racing you."
and I get it, right? Like I wouldn't
Why
fucking
isn't there weight classes? And
well.
Listen,
Then it's weight class. Then it's fucking
it's all
weight
gonna-
class, motor class. Like it's
Yeah.
like, dude, it's like just race. Like
That's
just-
why without an event, right? Like for example, like my Fresno event, one day it's literally gonna be like a barbecue, bro. Music, all the cars, people get to like meet each other from Instagram or whatever. Afternoon, race, Sunday, all racing. You guys get to know each other from the community.
Yep.
Talk. You guys want to race? Oh, well, I'm one size. You're this size, but I got someone that matches you. So let's make something happen. I got a jockey with me. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you want to see how bike your fast is, not necessarily, it depends on personal preference, but I'm just saying you can make it happen, bro. It's a
100%.
conversation.
Yep.
Without classes, right? Because the competition can ruin an event, bro.
Yeah.
Egos. You know what I mean? Talk about break your bike down right now in front of me for $500. No.
Yeah. No. Literally.
The Grudge guys already figured it out, bro. I don't know why the road race scene is taking so long to like catch up, but the Grudge
that's
guys,
already happened. Yeah.
like
the cars and all that has already happened. so
even
long
with the
ago.
bikes, bro. Like any Grudge race that you go that's like bike related, like dig races, they have wheelbase limits for the classes, and they have bodywork limits for the classes and fuel limits for the classes. That's the only way. Like the only way it'll ever work, bro. Where you have the wheelbase limit, so you got a certain amount of
Mhm.
stretch that you could do. And stock wheelbase to this much, whatever it may be. The Grudge guys already figured it out.
Yeah, they were doing super stock wheelbase bikes at one point.
Really?
Yeah.
And then you got fuel limitations on certain classes, which is probably the most fair you could be. Like, yeah, this guy's on a stock motor on pump gas, and this guy's got a stroker on pump gas for some weird reason. Like, whatever, bro. Get your money up.
Yeah.
If this guy fits in your class, but he's got a stroker and you don't, get your money up, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell
Yeah.
you. Take your swing arm off and go join the stock wheelbase class. You know, like
Nah,
these guys
I-
already figured it out, bro.
Yeah.
The road racing scene is just everyone's so eager to like push these stock motors to the limit, or like let's see how long it's gonna take this guy to find out that I got a thin head gasket on my shit.
Is it that though, or is it people that try to gatekeep this scene for a long time? Because I feel like if you had a big enough of a following, right, and you could kind of skew the perspective of what you should be doing, right, and what roll racing looks like, I definitely feel like at one point or another there were fucking gatekeepers in this, right? But now we're at a point right now where it's not what you can do, it's what you can prove. If you can say your bike is this, and that, but can you prove it? And are you willing to prove it, or are you willing to put the money up to prove it? Because not everybody likes to race for money. But if you're saying you're this, prove that shit, bro. You know, and that comes with, once again, bringing it back to the ego thing. You know? So if you're the king of stock motor, are you really? And how far are you willing to go to prove that?
Yeah, break down the bike.
If you're on social media saying I got the fastest stock motorbike, you're weird as fuck. In my opinion.
Hey,
Yeah.
fuck you.
First of all, you're the fastest stock motor like around here.
Yeah, and
We went to Atlanta and
Illinois.
figured out how fast.
Oh
you
hell
really
no,
are.
I wasn't.
We went to Atlanta and figured out how fast you really
but
are.
I gotta say one thing in Atlanta, bro.
Yeah.
There was not a stock motor that I raced. That was not a stock motor. That was like ridiculous, bro. I was out like 7 bikes on them, and then I get reeled in at the last second. I'm like, there's no way. A stock motor's not pushing that long gearing that fast.
Hey,
But it is
you
what it
went
is.
there. You put some money up, whatever. It was
Mhm.
small money.
Yeah, it was small money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you
put
did
money
that
up,
shit.
You were trying to
But I
find
did.
out.
Yeah.
You
And
did
you
that shit.
found out.
And I found out.
So we'll be back. We'll try it again.
Yeah.
We're gonna pull up with the same stock motor you got.
But you know what, bro? You weren't afraid to fucking lose.
No. I just wanted to see because like around here, like I said, I've called out multiple people. No one wants to race. They all have like an
We
excuse
ran his
about
VIN,
me.
bro. We ran his VIN. We found out which factory and what day it was built. We ordered a motor that was built at the same factory on the same day.
Yo, so for me, when Dave was putting my motor together, right? He was like, "Oh, you know, do you want to show this?" And I told Dave, I'm like, "Dave, I don't give a fuck, bro.
Yeah.
Anybody ask me what I have, I'll say it with either of my bikes. Why? Because at the end of the day, like the whole secretive thing doesn't do anything for me. Me personally, I can't speak for everybody else. For me, hey, this is what I have, bro. Either you're in or you're out.
Yep.
I don't care because you know what? The money that I spent on these bikes, I'm not getting it back anyway.
Yep.
Unless I'm a Samedi or Brett, my guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, those are the only guys that are racing for enough money to really, like, you know, suffice what they're doing here.
Yeah, gain
Like,
something back out of
literally.
it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
If you got a built motor, you know, racing you, let's say his motor was built, bro, racing you for a couple of $100. Bro, that's not even fucking fuel.
No, it really wasn't.
No.
So what was, you get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So get in where you fit in. Instead of playing you, why
Yeah.
don't you go race someone of caliber?
Yep.
And
I
see
agree
how
with that.
fast you really are.
Yeah, I agree with that.
But it's to some people, this is a hustle.
Yeah.
But is that really hustling? Because I feel like if you're a hustler, you don't hustle backwards.
hustling egos?
I guess, dude. This, you know.
Because after all, he could be a stock motor, bro. And over here, Joey's tripping about it.
No.
You know what I'm saying? So like the $100, $200 don't matter, but he's got Joey thinking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was just thinking. I don't
That
care
might
about
be
the
what
money.
he wants, you know?
Yeah, man. Hey, you know, sometimes the math don't math, bro.
No,
And
no, that's
you know what I mean?
No,
Like,
no.
but that is what it is, bro. I was really curious about the class thing, because I was asked for my events if I was going to be hosting classes and shit like that, and you know, I said no because I've seen what it is. I didn't like it.
Yeah.
For, you know what I'm saying? Like I didn't.
Well,
It wasn't enough to gauge my interest to want to do it
are
that
people
way.
doing like classes like as like a tournament so people can like get the pot? Is that what it is? Like a hat race almost type of deal?
Almost, yeah.
Like is that what it is? Or-
You know, I mean, in
Because, like,
Buy-in,
I don't,
there's a
like-
buy-in.
yeah.
Yeah,
Most-
see, like, okay, so it's like a hat race type of deal, but like, I mean, I guess, but I'm not gonna go out, like, I'm not gonna go out and travel just to do this tournament, just to find out that I got cheated on and I just drove 20 some hours to get cheated.
The race is short.
Yo,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
That's
So
a
it's
good.
like,
That's a good point,
If
bro.
I'm gonna go out, I'd rather just go and just race. Like,
Yeah.
I'd rather just be like, yo, you try, like, in Detroit, when we went there was probably, 12 bikes, 13 bikes, and I asked every single person if they wanted to race. I didn't know what the fuck they had. They're like, sure. All free races, dude. We just had a blast for like 6 hours straight.
Yeah,
Will
Straight
Heath
blast.
said it, bro. Will Heath said it to me one day. He was like, bro, he was like, you know, all these stipulations is taking the fun out of racing. Like
It really is.
back in the day, we used to just show up here
And race.
and race.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? How about we bring back some of that? And I agree with him, bro. Like,
Even the cars aren't even like that with the stipulations. Like,
Yeah, they really aren't that bad.
dude, like I when I go racing the Evo, dude, like I see a big ass tire on this car, I still line it up and they line it up with me, and like it's just a fun run, and I get fucking probably 20 races in one night. you know, and that's a car. We got fucking 50, 60 cars,
Shit.
you know, so it's like,
If
I don't
you go,
get it.
If you go somewhere, bro, where you know there's gonna be a bunch of people meeting up that race bikes, bro, and you're out there doing free racing, bro, and you're scared to line it up with this guy for free, bro, you need to turn off your social media.
Bro, I don't know, man.
Because
Like,
I'll lose to you all day for free, bro. I don't care, bro. I'll race you back to back to back for free. You know, but if you walk up to me on some
Cocky shit.
like some Samiti shit, bro, you're trying to race for 30 bags. I'm not racing you, bro. You know, that's just me though. But if you say like, yo, let's race for free, come on, let's go. I don't care what bike you're on. I'll race you, bro. I'll let you gap me. Put me on a reel. Tag me, bro. I'll share it.
yeah, I think that like, and listen, I shout out to them guys, man. I sent them an invite to that Fresno event, but I made it clear to them, hey, if you guys could lock something in before, don't come if you can't lock nothing in, unless you're bringing stock motorbikes or something like that, because I'm not hosting the event catering to these big bad bikes, bro. You know what I'm saying? I just want to bring more awareness. I don't care if you're stock wheelbase, because you might show up to an event like that with like 10 stock wheelbase bikes, maybe 5 of them now want to get an arm. That's my whole thought process behind the event. With the shout out to the Fresno boys, with those guys, is I just want everybody to have fun, bro, and enjoy the scene, because, bro, I've seen it all in a year, and like, let's bring back the racing, bro.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
I'm gonna make a fucking shirt, bro. That's the next drop. Let's bring back the
Make
racing.
racing great again.
Yeah, make racing great again, bro.
Racing, yeah.
You know what I mean? But I appreciate you guys' time, man. I ate a shit ton of tacos, and I need to go drop a bean. I think you do too, Juan.
Struggling right now.
So we'll see you guys soon, man. Take it easy. Peace.